Good morning. Hello, hello. It is time for a morning stream once more. That has been a while, hasn't it? So welcome to a very quiet and slow morning. I have got coffee. Um, I have got a very cozy sweater on because the fireplace is still warming up the room. So, probably at the halfway point of the stream, I might get up and put on something a bit lighter. This is a very, very thick sweater, so at some point it might be a little bit like an oven in here, potentially insulated as I am in this sweater. Good morning, Vanko and Ricasso. How's your morning been? Is it morning for you guys? I'm unsure at times. If it is, I hope you've got yourself your morning beverage, be it coffee or tea or water or juice or I don't know, Red Bull. Somebody drinks Red Bull for sure in the morning. Not me. Right, I've got a cat with me. She's been a bit of a pestilence this morning. She just wants to go to the barn, and she can't go to the barn. She will go to the hay storage that we have got on top of the barn, and she will hurt herself like she's done in the past. So we don't want that. This morning, right before the stream, I was emailing my bank because some of you may know that I have gotten a refund for a Dragonflight Collector's Edition and ordered a new one because I was changing banks and moving here. And I still haven't gotten those money from the old bank. So I sent an email to my new bank this morning saying, can we sort of, give them a poke? Ask them where that money is before it ends up in the nothingness somewhere. All right. I thought I was just going to continue where we left off yesterday and finish leveling this character to level 50, and then we can take it from there. I've got some plans to level up that new banking old as well, at least to level 10. So so we can actually change her transmog and she can look like a proper banker. Rob the bank? Yeah, I could just go and knock on their doors and steal the amount that I'm missing. Morning, Autumn. How is everything going? It's going great. Thank you very much. I've moved. I didn't move, but I moved all my stuff from my apartment. So I've got my stuff with me in my room and it's cozy. I've got a sofa. I've got a TV. I've got a little cozy corner over there. I have a canvas, as you can see behind me, that I want to put up somewhere. I've got two canvases actually. I don't know if I'll end up putting them up. Actually, I've got news now that we're talking about good things. So, do you guys recall that I had gotten that phone call during the stream yesterday and I didn't know what it was? I said it might be important, so I will have a look and see if they call me back. They didn't call me back. I called them back. It was a job offer, Ricasso. It was a job offer, and it's rather perfect. So it's this guy I've been talking to. He is the manager of the tourist and employment office. I know it's a mix because it's a small town, so everything's just mushed together. So it's basically what they do is they manage the tourism sector of the place, and they also manage the cooperation between companies and that sort of how they market that business in tourism and whatnot. So he called me yesterday, and we talked before, and he really wanted my help with different marketing things. But he was looking for funds, how to fund my employment, and he finally found enough funds to finance 24 hours for me. No, 25 hours. Sorry, I don't know why I said 4, 25 hours of work, which is a part-time job. Starting basically from Tuesday. Tuesday, I am meeting up with him in the office after taking a few hours in the spa, answering the phone and checking the email. I'll go and meet him and we'll discuss what type of odd jobs he wants me to do, because he sort of gathered several little tasks that they need doing for the time being is what they have the economic funds for. But that's perfect for me because, as I've kept saying, it would be lovely to have a part-time job and then do content creation on the side. So at least for the rest of this year, I would be set up with 25 hours and then my content creation. So I'm really, really excited about it. I think it's a considerably better wage than what I got at the spa. And the tasks are much more up my alley. So yeah, good news. Nice. It is very nice. I've been waiting for this, and now that I moved all my stuff here, the timing is perfect, because it would be rather awkward if I had to move all of it back to the city. I don't actually want to. I really want to stay here. There's so many good things about this place. I went for a run yesterday, and I realized I am calmer and what am I supposed to do with these dudes? Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay. Poison them. I'm so much calmer and so much less stressed than I have been in a long time. I got the habit in Japan of grinding my teeth while I slept, which is, in my case, a stress reaction. And I could not get rid of it. I kept having that habit at night. And I was sleeping with one of these protectors at night. I have stopped grinding my teeth here. I just noticed the other night, hey, I haven't had a need for this protector for a good old while. So that's pretty amazing in itself. So if I can, I'd like to stay here. Does that mean we will have a better schedule for us in America? What would be a better schedule for you? Because the past couple of days I've been streaming from 3 p.m. European time, Danish time. Because I do want to reach a broader audience, so it'd be nice to know what sort of fit better. Mouth guard made of toffees prevents the use of teeth. Does it? I'm not sure it prevents... Because I'm the type of person that I will chew my toffees, and I will also chew my lollies, you know, the hard candies. I can't help it. I'm a... yeah. It's the same with ice cream. I bite my ice cream. Does that make me a monster? I use -4 GMT. Oh, no, not this war mother. I should have run away from her. Can I poison her? Technically, I could. That works. That works. Fine. 5 a.m. Why are you up at 5 a.m.? Okay, so that means when I stream at 3, that's 5 hours from now. That's 10 a.m. in the morning, which is technically morning streams. I can't really do it later. And the reason why I can't is because at the moment I temporarily live with my parents. Because I want to buy a house here, but I need to show the bank contract of a full-time employment in order to be able to afford that. So one step at a time. But when I move into my own place, it's much easier to do the evening streams because I can set up the light as I want, and I won't be disturbing anybody. However, I do like afternoon streams. I do like having streams before dinner. Just woke up. Well, good morning. How was your sleep? Using crackers that's early. It is early. Get yourself some coffee. Ticker. I'm helping goblins now? Oh, yeah. I'm hot. I'm hot. I forgot I'm hot. I was thinking to myself, what? Are we helping? Are we helping the horde now? Well, yes, because I am technically the horde. What are we doing? We are ignoring this bonus objectives. 4 vile scale behemoths slain. And no goblin left behind. So we're looking for goblins. There's one here. I'm gonna take out this shocky. I don't want to be eaten, sorry. Finishing my coffee. In all honesty, whatever works for you. Sure, you're doing great, thank you. I do appreciate that, but I do want to give everybody an equal opportunity to actually show up if they want to. So, so I'll see what I can do. But we definitely, I mean, a good... Oh, this is new. I was wondering why there was a button floating. I thought it was an add-on that was broken or something. So apparently this item that you get on quest, the quest items that you use for some sort of purpose, will actually show up on the map. That's amazing. That's such a quality of life thing. Thank you very much. I don't have to click the buttons anymore. Bliss. Good one. You did good. You did very good. Good morning, Scorpio. How are you? Oh, is it also 4 or 5 a.m. on your end? Because I apologize if that's the case. I was actually thinking on starting stream in the morning rather than 7 p.m. But the amount of light on the window blind, my desk is awful. Yes, I have been working with that recently too, to set up enough light around me to counter the diminishing light of winter, which is what we'll get. We'll just have to work around it. I didn't have time for it this morning before the stream, but I was going to order a couple of things today. I need a new mouse because yesterday I was in a raid with my Affliction Warlock. I've got Warlock on my brain after starting the continuation of, I don't know if you could say that, after continuing to level this character. So I went into the raid with my raiding group, my Affliction Warlock, and there were just several abilities I had to click that button 3 or 4 times before it worked, and that's not gonna work when we push in Dragonflight. So I need to get myself a new mouse. And I thought to myself, you know what, I might as well just get that key light at the same time. So I'll be getting myself a key light and a new mouse. And that's actually the funding for that. I could not have gathered enough without your guys' help. So thank you very much. I need to make up a new goal, but we had set up a few goals for stuff on the stream, for the subs and the bits and whatnot, and it's been reached once I buy that light. So thank you very much. Always tempting to put a mirror up and reflect the sun back in its face. See how the sun feels like sweating instead. I think the sun is thriving while it's sweating. The hotter the better. Okay, here we go. What we got? We have got trinket. That's good. Locate all parts of the AMOD. Kill Lord Slithin, the Sundered Span, and collect 20 ancient Titan relics from the Naga. Okay, can do that. Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you 63 haste. Sounds good to me. I haven't played this character since the I completely forgot the name of the festival. It's the New Year's festival in WoW. We collect the coins of ancestry. Lunar something. Yes. Is it just called the Lunar Festival? No. Let's skip. It is the Lunar Festival. Okay, good. We solved it. I can't believe it's soon again. Oh, we get the Feast of Wintervale soon. You know, we're in November. Should I start wearing Santa hats? Is that too early? I'm in such a Christmas mood. It's awful. And it's all because of my mom, who gave me this Christmas chocolate calendar already, because that's what the stores will do. They'll already sell these Christmas calendars with chocolates and licorice and all sorts of other things. There's even a crisp calendar. And you open a door every day and get a piece of chocolate or a piece of licorice or whatnot. So I've got that in the corner, actually, right next to my Shadowlands Collector's Edition. You can't see it, which is good because I don't want to afflict you guys as well with the Christmas mood. Christmas spirits. Let's just gather a bunch up here. We can take them. So I was playing my Affliction Warlock yesterday. I think they've definitely made some changes. Oh, another level. Definitely made some really good changes to Warlock, which I don't... Or maybe I have changed. But it certainly feels different. It feels better. It feels more fun. Honestly, as long as you can just spam that Seed of Corruption, you're pretty good as an Affliction Warlock. That is just one of the most fun things to do as an Affliction Warlock, is that Seed. Everything else is just dot here, dot there, drain life. But the seeds are hilarious. And just going through the Fated Normal raid yesterday gave me plus 10 eye levels, which I can't complain about. Needed that. I would like a money advent calendar, each day a tenner. There are, in Denmark, you can get not actually money calendars. I mean, I guess you could make them if you wanted to, but there is those calendars where you scrape a window every day and you have a chance, if you get a certain number or something, you have a chance to win an amount of money. Hello, Autumn Stream. Hello, views. Good morning. How did you sleep? Lord Slithin. Let's take him out. One thing I kept doing last night in the raid was my demon kept running away and I forgot to summon him, so he was practically not up at all during the jailer fight. It's quite a hassle. Slept well and just walked the beast. So now I'm set for a few more hours of gaming. How are you? That sounds like a lovely morning, to be honest. I don't know what the weather was like on your end, but here it was dry, but it's very windy and very autumny, and I just enjoy that weather very much. And I'm also well, thank you. I got some good news last night, so I will financially I'll be good for the rest of the year if everything goes well. I got a job offer, so that's exciting. And there'll still be time for content creation. It's going to be part-time, and that's honestly perfect for the rest of the year. Also because I've got some holiday days I need to spend before the end of the year. And some of them are going to be spent on Dragonflight release for sure. I spent a few hours this morning going through all my add-ons, WeGores and UI, getting them ready for Dragonflight, so now I'm one step closer. That's really nice. You've been proactive. I should do the same thing. I haven't actually looked at anything. I've just let the add-ons do their own thing, and then I've switched them off if they became a tad too much. I should have a look at most of the talents for my characters, honestly, because those are all over the place. Crescent's job offer? What kind of job is it, if I may ask? Thank you, and you may. It's going to be a bunch of different administrative and marketing tasks. The job is in the local tourism office, and they need someone to help again with some of the structural tasks of planning. And they also need somebody to help with digitalizing some marketing. I spoke with the guy yesterday, and he mentioned that they want to actually start making some videos. And I was very excited about that because I've been practicing, as you know, through YouTube and the videos I've made over there. So as long as they can provide the footage, I am more than happy to do the editing. It would be great. So in a small town like this, getting sort of funding to establish a job can be a little bit complicated. So he's gotten the funds together for a part-time job and gotten the tasks sort of approved for a part-time job. And I told him, you know what, I just want to get started. I would like to just, I didn't say this, but I do want to get away from the spa because the working conditions are very, very bad. So just getting started elsewhere would be amazing. So I'm going to have a meeting with him on Tuesday, which is exciting. Okay, I've got one more talent point. What do we got? Eradication. Chaos Bolt increases damage it deals with the target. Or get more Ashen Remains. Chaos Bolt and Incinerate. Deal 10% increase damage to target afflicted by Immolate. Yes. Apply changes. Here we go. I should prep for Dragonflight 2. Abandon quests and empty the bank. That sort of thing. Yes, actually, yes. I also need to have a good look at the bank. And this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Yes. Good look at the bank. And my inventory. My bags. There's probably a lot of stuff I should just clean up and get and sell before time runs out. Why am I getting dark? I've got so much light around me. I've got quests, bags, and bank left. Violent. That's why I love goblins. They're just, got a problem, just bazooka your way out of it. Bring the boom. That's already half a level. That's crazy. We will be done with this in half an hour. Or like half an hour into the stream. Probably 10 minutes more. Bags and bank are always a disaster, sorting them every day, but still one adventure and it's a mess again. Tell me about it. Michael isn't here, but he's definitely pointed out to me a couple of times that I need to sort my bags. It's right over here. Hello, all you beautiful people. Hope you're having a great day. You must have when I was streaming. You're so cute. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you. That's nice. Well, I'm having a good day because I'm streaming and I've got coffee and the weather's lovely and I don't have any work today. I've just got WoW and horseback riding in the evening. I've got a couple of boxes next to me that I want to clean up. That's the last bit I've got in this room. And then I would like to put up some paintings and whatnot. I've got a canvas right here. I should actually show you guys because I'm so glad. I'm so happy with these canvases. So these I wanted to get for the longest time. I wanted to get some WoW canvases and every time I went into the Blizzard gear store, I wasn't really sure about the canvases. Like, I don't want a giant head of Sylvanas, and I don't want... I might want Illidan and Lady Vash, but I wasn't really sure. And then they came up with these cosmic charts. So there is the original chart as we know it, sort of, from Azeroth, right? Which is the one I'm holding here. Let me just show you. And then I've got the one from Shadowlands from that book, which I never got a hold of, actually. I never bought that book, which is... Let me just... Gotta be a little bit careful with the paintings here, they don't fall anywhere. And this is the Shadowlands chart that I don't remember his name, but he was a broker who investigated the Shadowlands and the cosmic sphere, so to speak. And he made this model. And I love looking at them and comparing them. There's so much detail and so many little interesting bits. So that's what that one looks like. So they're nice to have next to each other. I'm really, really happy. I got help from a friend that lives in the US to get them to me because the US store didn't want to ship to me. I guess because the shipping is expensive, but it's doable, so I don't understand. You good? Good. There we go. So yeah, I love those canvases and I want them up somehow. Maybe I'll, you know, not actually hang them on the wall, but put them somewhere where I can look at them. They are definitely going to be key components of my future office in my future house. Horseback riding, that sounds awesome. Yes, I'm getting back into it. I used to always ride when I was younger. I had my own horse at one point, but then I went to Japan and I spent 3 years not being able to ride. And now I'm getting back into it because you can when you live in the countryside like I do now. And I'm really excited about it. We have a teacher and we're training a bit. And I love that. I love challenging myself and becoming better. And today is the second day of it. So that's very exciting. Have you moved, by the way? I have. I've moved all my stuff. The background might be a bit different, as you can see it. Got all my stuff set up. Today I just need a couple of boxes to sort out and the paintings. And then a couple of weeks from now, on the 14th and the 15th, I will be going back to the city to sort the rest out. On the 14th, I'll be cleaning everything. And the 15th, I will be handing over the keys to my apartment and saying goodbye to a place where I had so many expectations and they all let me down. But it was a good thing. I reflected upon it yesterday and I actually thought it was a major blessing that I got fired from my previous job. Fired is a bit of a stretch, but my task was done and they didn't need me anymore. So but that was a blessing because I ended up here. And that's much better for me than it was in the city. I really look forward to just putting that behind me and not having that hover over my head. If you've got sort of tasks you need to do, and it's stretched for a period of time since I told my landlords I will be moving out. PvP talents available. Sure, I'm not going to do anything about it. See, now it's getting hot in here. Ceiling's got a lot of space, put them there. Oh well. The thing with the ceiling is that in summer, we get a lot of mosquitoes, and there's so many mosquito corpses up on the ceiling. I'm afraid that there'll be mosquito corpses on the canvases. So, you found a house or an apartment on the countryside? Well, there is a house I want, but the bank obviously won't lend me anything until I can show them I've got full-time employment, which I don't have at the moment. I just got part-time yesterday, got a job offer, and that, and then leftover work from the spa will sort of complete it to a full-time job, basically. But I don't think it's going to be stable enough for the moment to buy a house. So at the moment, I am living in a section of my parents' house temporarily until I find something and things sort of settle down. But it's going to be in the same town, so I won't be moving very far away next time. Okay, where are we going? Ritual performed. Oh, this dude. Okay. Return to the frogs. How nice. Upon death, you shall become a frog. Actually, I guess that's not the worst thing to become. I love Cragwall. He means serious business. Replace the windows with the canvases. Seeing a carpenter has clearly gone missing. And his family is worried. I mean, yeah, I might consider it if not for all the condensation that's here in the morning because of the cold. Mosquito corpses all around the horse head. There's no horse head skull here, fortunately. That was in a different house. I was told the story. No, the mosquito corpses are just me smushing them. And there was a short period of time, over a couple of days. Capture all nearby glowflies. Okay. Over a couple of days where there was just 10s or 20 mosquitoes in here every night. It was so odd. It was like a clutch had hatched or something. So there was so many mosquitoes in the room. So I spent a great deal of time before going to bed just smushing mosquitoes, hence all the corpses. And one would have thought that all the spiders in here would have taken care of them, but nope. Nope. But it was only for a couple of days. It was rather odd. Usually they'll be more consistent, but the weather's been weird this season. It's still very, very warm outside. It's cold in this room because windows. There's this giant hole in my window I've patched together with some cardboard, but you know, the wind just comes in. But the rest of the house is relatively fine. It's about 13 degrees, usually, which is pretty warm for November. November is usually chilly and just generally not a great time. Although, one could argue that November is a good month to look forward to December. But apart from that, November is usually pretty bland. You've got October, which is an amazing month. Everybody loves October. And then you've got December, which is just cozy. Then we've got January. And January, I'm not a fan of January. January is very dark in Denmark. We hardly get any light. The sun will typically rise around 10 or 11 and it'll already set around 3 in the afternoon. So a lot of Danes get winter depression because they don't get enough C vitamin. It's quite a problem, actually. And in February is fine because February is short. And you've got some events in February. You've got I guess if you're into Valentine's, there's Valentine's Day. And then March, it'll start to get lighter and brighter, and we'll see the sun again. But we've got a couple of months. I am, speaking of cold, I am probably going to go visit that house I'm interested in once it gets colder, because I would like to go and see how does it feel here? How does it retain the heat? How cold does it get? Does it seep through the walls or the floor like it does in this place, in this room? Right, there's a chest here. I think we might actually reach level 50 after completing these couple of quests. That was just incredibly fast. Partially digested treasure. Nice. Okie dokie, let's go back to Cragwall. What was hanging around your... What was hanging around your house? Oh, yes, that was a dried deer leg. That was a dried deer leg. Not very nice. There's just so many mysterious things in the countryside. You had that dried deer leg, and then this the horse's head was from another place where they were tearing down a house and building a new one on top of it. And under the floor in the living room, they found a horse's skull, which is said to... Should I use this? Yes. Which is said to protect the family's health and well-being. And since they saw that horse's skull, they didn't dare take it out, so they put it back on the floor of the new house as well. Superstition. I actually rather enjoy it, even though it's superstition and it's... Here we go, and now Chromie is going to... Even... I don't get to use the power of Cragwall to defeat anybody. I can't... She won't let me. She's going to send me away. Cragwall, no! Where'd you go? Bye? See, this really sucks. So that was it for the Warlock today. At least this Warlock. Oh, I was supposed to go meet him. There just ain't no time for that. I mean, I guess I could go back to BFA, but the progress, I believe, will be lost. He's going to put me back. No, Crumb. Leave me alone. No! Don't! I'm mad. I was having such a good time. Oh! Oh! This is the first Nightborne I've got that's level 50. Well, and I don't have the heritage armor. Well, let's go do the Let's go do the heritage quest. You are among the first Sheldori to venture forth and explore the wilds of Azeroth. But now it's time to come home. Return to Suramar so that we may thank you for helping our people reclaim a place in this world. Yes. Let me see. It's a portal back here. Didn't actually know. I didn't have that heritage armor. I don't have it for Blood Elves either. Perhaps that should be the goal. That should be the goal for... Is there no portal to Suramar? There's one to Azuna. I'll go there. Let me just check that there's no Nightborne at the Nighthold. Okay, gotcha. Perhaps it should be the goal for that Blood Elf rogue I've made is to go and get the heritage armor for Blood Elves. I don't have that either. Remember, you have a portal at the Allied Race place. Oh. I read chat too late. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Just reached level 50 with my Nightborne Priest yesterday. By the embassy. Straight wall. Whoops. Well, Bat will get some exercise. I'm going the right way. I had a bit of a bad dream this morning as I was flickering in and out of sleep after my cat came and woke me up at 6 a.m. And I dreamt that I was trying to stream and OBS kept going from 0 and then up to normal and then 0 and then up to normal. So there was no way for me to stream because it kept flickering from no connection to connection. So there was just a lot of buffering for you guys. It was terrible. Here we go. All the way over there. That's not where the Nighthold is. Oh well. So, knock on wood, I hope that wasn't a warning to me that such a thing was going to happen today. I read this morning, actually, that the Chromie time, I hope I wasn't wrong, that the next phase of pre-patch where we'll get Evokers and Drakthir, which is the same thing, basically, we will also get the opportunity to spend Chromie time up to level 60. That's what I read. So one might assume that they can stick around in, say, BFA content till level 60 and we don't have to level the rest of the way in Shadowlands any longer. That's what I read this morning. That November 15th it would be rolled out. Okay. Here we go. Well, I just got the armor, or... Oh! I thought there would be a quest or something. Nightborne Heritage armor. That's a really neat set. I'm not going to use it, but... if I ever made, say, a Nightborne Mage... or a Nightborne Priest... I would use that. That's not a bad set. That's actually really nice. How do you like the new UI, by the way? I have come to really enjoy it. The only thing I'm disappointed with is the fact that you can't edit this section down here. What's up with that? It's tiny. My eyes don't like that it's so tiny. I have to look all the way down into the corner of my screen. That's dum-dum. I really disliked it in the beginning, but that was because right after it rolled out, I had a bit of a disaster with Sundancer and the extra action button not showing up and getting kicked off the horse, and it was just a whole disaster, and I had an awful morning. But I've learned to actually really enjoy it. I like that I don't have to look up into the corner of my screen every time I need to check whether I'm dying, and every time I need to check whether my target is casting something I need to interrupt. It's much easier. I was in that raid yesterday on my Affliction Warlock, and it's so much easier to keep an eye on the dots, because you want to keep your dots up as an Affliction Warlock, and I didn't have to constantly sit like this and look at whether my dots were falling off. It tends to, it wears on your neck. Actually, I was thinking Shadowlands dungeon leveling not going to be that bad, because they're kind of short. Except no question though. They're fine, but as someone who's done a ton of Shadowlands dungeons for mythic keys and whatnot, I'm tired. I'm tired of Shadowlands. No, I wouldn't say well, I am sort of tired of Shadowlands content, at least for leveling. It's enough. I need a break. So I did this personality test a few months ago, and it suggested that I should do a priest. I had to start a few times until it fit my taste. Now I really like it as a shadow and probably be my main for Dragonflight. Look at you, Cosmo! I seem to remember that. Did you tell us about it? Because I seem to remember you took that test and you went, what? Priest? I'm playing priest? That's a little bit odd. Okay, well, I need to just fix this transmog. I can't look at that. The bags are micro menu, and micro menu will probably get sorted in the future. I certainly hope so. I wonder if that part is why that part is more difficult than the rest. Okay, let me just get on my yak and change my transmog. Because I can't with this mess. Reddish. That's a really old transmog set I've got there. What do we have? Oh, that's the Sanctum set where I'm missing the robes. That's sad. This one is what I was using, is it not? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, that's what I'm using. And then the artifact stuff. Ooh, that's a pretty neat scythe. Why do I have this? Is that the PvP one? It must be. Why is the resolution so bad? There's something up with the texture. That's unusual. That's really unusual. What did I have before? So neat. I had a green one. I had this one. Yeah, I had this one before. It's good. Let me see. Let me just check my settings. Graphics. Texture resolution. Fair. No. My graphics card should be good enough. Ground clutter is all the way down. Beg your pardon. And view distance is all the way down. What is this? This is usually relatively high on my settings. Projected textures. They've reset my graphics settings. I don't like it. Texture filtering. Ray traced shadows. I had fair at one point. Let's see what that does. I like the new UI, but I still use LVO. Okay. Well, that's fair. I tried the new UI, but I went back to LVO after a few days. I haven't ever tried that add-on, so I don't know how it is. Did that help? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That helped. Okay. Crisis averted. I thought something was severely wrong here. Okay, wicked. I can log out now. She looks as she's supposed to. Okie dokie. What then? Then I wanted to level that mage a couple of levels. I also cannot move experience bar, which is dumb. Oh, you can't? There's a few details that are a bit odd, aren't they? I've run 20 dungeons total, but I would be lying. If I've run 20 dungeons total, I would be lying. I have my micro menu auto hide right next to my action bar so I can actually see it. Micro menu auto hide. Not sure what that means. Okay, let's get this mage out of Stormwind and back to the leveling area. Did I miss anything? Broly told he did such a test and said monk, and he loves it, so I did one during stream and it said priest. Oh, it's him who did one. So I've done nothing on this character. I've gotten myself a pet that I thought fit. And all I've got is Frostbolt and Will to Survive, which I guess is a human ability, is it? Yes, it's a racial. Okay, so let's go back to Elven Forest. I was thinking to myself, though, this morning, hang on a second. I've got some really useful things on my priest. I've got jewel crafting max levels, and I've got leatherworking max levels. which is useful for now. So I probably won't delete the character, at least until Dragonflight, because I might still need it for some crafting, some gold making. But after that, she's going. She's getting the ox. You have to move over your mouse to show up. Micro menu auto hide. Micro menu auto hide. What's a micro menu? What's the micro menu? I think it's revolutionizing that we've got more action bars, actually. We've got... Not here. It's in... Is it here? Here we go. We got three more. That's pretty amazing, I think. Finally, for the druids that are missing space for all their abilities. Lovely. What is? This rope? It's amazing. It looks great. I don't know why I made this character mage, by the way. Maybe I just thought it fit that she would be, you know, a good banker. Are mages good bankers? I don't even know. Oh, it's got a purse. Let me give him the frostbolt. I like the fact that this looked like this dragon was helping. That's very nice of you, little pet. So I just need a new robe, basically, to transmog my outfit. Why? Thread plates. Oh, show. Thank you. Show all. Automation. Okay, good. Thought we needed some thread plates. Where's my experience? I can hardly see my experience. This is a little bit messy now, isn't it? Here we go. Should probably check the fire soon, check up on it. It was nice to have a morning like this where I can just play WoW. I've been wanting to do that for a couple of days, but I've always had something in the morning. I've had office work at the spa from 9 to 12-ish, and yesterday I went to the doctor. So I was looking forward to just having a completely chill morning. You're sitting here from 9 to 12 is one of the best things. I get a little bit weird in my head, if that makes sense. A little bit foggy. Sort of. I guess that's what parents would call square eyes when you're a kid, when you watch too much television for too long. Honey, you're getting square eyes. Getting TV eyes. That's probably it. So, I went for a run yesterday, so I can't even run today. I could go for a walk. I could actually go for a walk to the store and grab that shampoo that's been ordered for me. That'll be it for the day. I asked my dad yesterday whether he wanted me to bake something soon, because one of the things that I got with me from the apartment is my kitchen machine, which means I can easily bake cakes now. And it's been a really long time since I've baked a cake. And I've been craving cheesecake, like one of these New York cheesecakes. I've got a really good recipe with lemon. Is there also orange zest? There's definitely lemon zest in it. It's amazing. It's really good. I need auto loot. Controls, auto loot. Auto dismount and flight. Enable your character will automatically dismount before casting while flying. That's actually pretty useful. I've had to dismount a couple of times because I wanted to cast something and said, "You're mounted, you can't do anything." So that's like, oh no. Darn it. Hello? Oh no. I I jinxed it, didn't I? I said it. I jinxed it. Dreams do come true. Let me just check here. If everything is as it should be, reconnect to chat. Certain. Did stream stop? Yes, the stream stopped. Oh dear. I have no idea why it does this. Here we go. We're back. I'm back. It might be an issue between WoW and OBS. Because WoW stops as well. It kicks me out of WoW. So there might be something there. Just thought my mobile data was not working. No. So this has happened a couple of times over the past couple of days. I don't know what to do. I've even updated an OBS a second time. It could be WoW with its new stuff, with pre-patch stuff, and it might not just be a matter of waiting it out. It's super annoying for you guys because you have to watch the ads all over again, and for that I apologize. But I hope it's over once we get to that point. Oh dear, what is going on here? Once we get to the time of the drops in Twitch. Because I would hate for people to get kicked out, or for the streams to stop while I'm streaming Dragonflight stuff, for people to get their amounts and toys. We don't want this one. What's in there? There we go. So I believe we're back. Yes, all good. It's just really strange. And then OBS comes back and it's all good. It's all fine. The speed is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'll check it out. I'll check the log once the stream finishes and we can see what it is. WoW has a few problems at the moment, especially with all the add-ons, which is normal, but some of these don't make sense. I wonder if it's the add-ons that cause the issues. I wouldn't be surprised. Really wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so that was 2 levels. I don't have a new robe yet. I've got a new sash and I've got a dagger. I'll just take that. And Frost Nova. Fire damage. Blast enemy within 12 yards of you for 1 frost damage and freezes them in place. OBS stands for obtuse bull plop. Obtuse. What's a bull plop? The grapes were very tasty. What grapes? Is he alright? You made a mage. I made a. She's just going to be a bangold. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't think mage is my thing. I've tried it before. I made a Draenei mage at one point. The thing is, I've got a bangle at the moment. It is my shadow priest, but I don't like her. I would like to remake her. And to do so, I need a new bangle to hang out in Stormwind and look after my gold. So I made this character. And I wanted someone who wears cloth. Because, So we did some stuff in here right before OBS cut out. The auto loot saving was not saved. Now I suspect WoW. Now I suspect WoW is the one that's kicking me off OBS. I should have a look at graphics, and I should have a look at add-ons. Because this is suspicious. When you want to eat food in game and he tells TomTom blocks it. Exactly. I wanted to use an ability, an item, I think, the other day, and TSM blocked it, which I thought was incredibly rude. Or you want to Hearthstone and it's blocked by Auctionator. Everything is just blocked by the add-ons. Maybe I should just run without add-ons, to be honest. Maybe that would cause less issues. I mean, it's very normal to have this kind of growing pains in pre-patch, and especially with a UI overhaul like this. But it's just very, very inconvenient for content creators. Okay, here we go. New outfit. That actually looks rather nice. Better than the blue one. And we can transmog that. I can't mount, can I? No, probably not. I could use a heal brother. Who's a brother? You won't get a heal from me, sister. Blink. Ooh. How does this work? Oh! I've never had blink before. This is fascinating. Let me just have a look here. Okay, so I think I'm going to just take a short break and just check out what the log says for OBS about that crash and grab myself some more coffee and check the fireplace. So I'm going to just hang out here by the tent a little bit by Sergeant Willem. And I'll be back in a sec. Okie dokie. I actually, admittedly, decided to skip the coffee because I'd better take it easy with the caffeine in the morning. I tend to drink a bit too much coffee because it's cozy and it tastes the best in the morning. But I decided to take a bit of a break, let my let the caffeine levels stabilize, and then I might take a bit more once I start my sort of final cleanup in here after the stream. I have also actually written down a list of potential video projects. And I know I say this often that I've made a list. I've made a new list. And I just haven't had the time to make any videos, and it sucks. But there should be more time now. After I've cleaned everything up in this room, there should be no excuses, honestly, to start working on those video guides. Or video storytellings, because I've been thinking recently. The Twitch channel is going really well, especially after just this week. It's gone really well because of the consistency and the daily activity. But I think I need to do something more on my YouTube channel to differentiate myself a little bit from all the other content creators out there, because there's so many that make video guides, and it's very difficult at this point to find something that's not been covered. And I was thinking, I need to figure out what I am particularly good at that could differentiate myself from all the others. I mean, you've got Talias and Inevitable, who've built up this entire brand, which is very much affected by analysis and insight into the game, as well as humor, right? And you've got what's his name? You've got someone like Bellular, who's done these also kind of analysis, but in a different way, of new content and interviews and whatnot. He's sort of covering that whole ground. Then you've got Hazel, who has her weekly update videos on covering all the news and stuff, and she's very much the same kind of content that I make, which is cozy and chill and generally a nice place to be. So I need to figure out, where am I on this spectrum? What am I? You've got Hiruma Red Eggs, who does lore videos and top 10s. A lot of top 10s. So I need to find myself in this spectrum. And I have been speculating whether maybe... Ooh, I can make refreshments now! Whether maybe something like storytelling wouldn't be right up my alley. Right off my alley. The boots and gloves I need to wear. Conjured Mana Cookie. No, I just want to move it over here. And these little gingerbread men, these are adorable. Speaking of coffee, thanks for the reminder. You're welcome. I best log into WoW and do the Covenant dailies on 10 characters for gold grind, because it's a job now. It's cozy. And you've got the training in Maldraxxus up this time around, which should give you a shot at the Necroray egg. I'm still missing the final one. The final one does not want to drop for me. Granted, I don't do the Maldraxxus dailies on several characters. I just do it on my main, so I guess it's fair. But still, I think they should give it to me soon so I can put that behind me. Does Bellular still donk on WoW for clicks? I don't know, does he? I've never actually noticed that. Is that not an Asmongold thing? I don't know. I don't watch that many content creators. I used to watch a couple of Bellulars, But then he started talking really fast in a couple of videos and I got all dizzy. So I sort of stopped. I watch Talias and Inevitals videos. Not all of them. I don't watch the ones with spoilers. I like their rankings. And then I watch some of Hazel's content, but not much. How many Maldraxx's egg mounts? 3. 3 eggs for the Necro Rays, at least. And then you've got all the Taurluses and whatnot, so you don't just have the Necro Rays. Can I not poke her with a stick? Do I really have to... Can I... Is this... No, that's a tree on fire. That won't work. I got all the egg mounts then. Okay, well, no reason to do the Maldraxx's quest for the mounts then. Congrats, that's pretty good. All right, couple more fires. My threat plates are out again. I wonder if threat plates had something to do with the crash as well. I definitely suspect WoW now for the OBS crashes. I think I've found the sinner. It's not Twitch. It's not OBS. It's WoW. So as long as we don't touch too much, as long as WoW behaves, we should be good. No guarantee. Okie dokie. Done with that. I think I'll get this character to level 10 and we'll bring it to Stormwind. That should cover all the armor ground, so to say. Because I can't have a banker that's not looking like a banker. That's just... I can't get into the aesthetic if not. A grape picking sack. And a cloak. And a belt. And... what else we got? Nothing there. Kill Kurtok the Slayer. Oh, that was the guy that people were queuing up to take out, wasn't it? In Classic. I quite like that. Run WoW in the lowest settings, low resolution. And Windows to the smallest size. That should stop it gobbling up processor power. I'm not sure it's the processor power. I'm pretty sure it's not the processor because I've got a beast of a computer. So it's not my computer itself. It might have something to do with the software crashing and clashing. So I'm going to check out if there's any updates to my graphics card, if there's any updates to any other drivers, if there's updates to Windows. There could be an update to Windows, actually, that could be making it a crash. So I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, you remain over there. I like how this dragon. Is that new that the pets are behind you? Because I feel like they tend to be... Or is it just a big pet is why I notice it so much? But it seems to take up a bigger sort of presence with you. That's a pretty big dragon aspect, actually. It's a pretty big pet. Hang on, let me just see. How big is Batty? Batty does the same. He's also sort of more close. I like that, actually. Hi, Boop. Hello, Owlshark. How's it going? I was distracted by your little icon. Watching without audio. Hello? Can you hear me? What about Backbone? Are they bigger? Is it just me? I don't know, they did something. They've done something. Owls hawk or Owlshark? Very relevant question. What would you say an Owlshark looks like? That one. Take Marshall McBride's documents to Marshall Dohan in Goldshire. Okay. Will do. And stuff. There we go, because that's also a white item, which means I can transmog it. We don't like those grays. Ow. I need to learn to sit better on this chair. I like to cross my legs, and if I force myself to not cross my legs, I put one leg over the other still. It's not a brilliant idea. It's not really good for you. Oh, shock. So it looks like my bank got back to me that they're going to send an inquiry to my old bank demanding that refund money. It's funny because I got this email and this message from my old bank that they sent me. So there's a bank application that you access to look at documents and whatnot. And they sent me a message saying there's a message in these documents you need to have a look at. But when I went to have a look at it, they've closed down my access to said application. So there's no documents to see. I bet that document said, "We are now closing down your access to this site." I would have liked to know that. Don't send me a message saying there's a message. Just send me the message. My screen is now black. Oh no! A podcast, eh? I mean, you're not missing much. You're missing this handsome Marshall Dohan. Is that how you pronounce it? Dohan. Dohan. Ducken. I don't know. Heroes Call Westfall. Well, we're not going there. I just want to get to level 10, good sirs. So I can mount up. Rest and relaxation. Innkeeper's long stockings. That sounds cozy. That's almost like the winter stockings I have when I get cold. Candle wax streaked robe. There's probably a lot of mage transmog I don't have now that I think about it. Well, there is a lot of mage transmog I don't have because I've never played a mage before. Dude, are you okay? Oh no. I love catching these hilarious little things. Marshall Dohan wants you to speak with God Thomas. Oh, there's a man in here too. Elmore's task. Swift message. Okay, well, let's see. The Griffin dude is going to take me to Stormwind. I was about to mount up. I can't mount. We're not going to Stormwind, so... My BFF robbed me. What? I visited them a little while ago and ordered takeaway for us both. I gave my debit card to them to use on their phone, as I don't know what I'm doing with apps. They hadn't deleted my deed, so they've been buying, shopping, and charging me for a month. They realized their mistake and refunded me with an extra 100 as an apology. Okay. I was about to say, do they know? Are you still friends? Why are you still friends? Oh no. Well, it's human to make mistakes. That was good of them to give them back to you, even with extra. It's not bad. What is this? Arcane explosion. Cause an explosion of magic around the caster, dealing 15 arcane damage for all enemies within 10 yards. That sounds like an arcane ability, obviously. So a real BFF, yeah. Yeah, that's good to hear. Hey, that's useful. That's really useful. Bye! Just walking back. Oh, never mind. I'll just walk home. Look at all his candles. Look at this. Oh, gold tooth. Of course, he's wealthy. Do you think he buys and trades and candles? Then that's why he's got all this gold. Why can't I pick this gold up? Someone else might come by and take it. This is fashion. Pink cloak and green dress. When do you guys reckon I can start pulling out my Christmas mugs? Because I got that set from my brother and his girlfriend as a birthday present. And they sit in my cupboard. Oh, that kind of hurt. Let's eat some cookies. They sit in my cupboard waiting for me to deem it time to bring them out. And they're such amazing mugs. And they're really good for tea. So I'm thinking, when can I start the Christmas mood for real? I should hold back a little bit because it tends to wear off if I start too quickly. If I start too early with the Christmas mood, it wears off by the time we get to actual Christmas. I was in the store yesterday to shop for my Japanese curry last night, and they had all these Christmas cookies for sale as well. I was so tempted to get some cookies for when I'm playing WoW. Oh, I should have picked up mining and stuff. Oh, anyway. Because it's really cozy to sit here and play WoW and eat Christmas cookies. But then again, there'd be so many crumbs in my keyboard. It's probably for the better. It's probably for the better. Mark the next person who comes along to take the gold. Just sit in camp. I can't really mug as a mage, I would say. If I was a rogue, we might be able to do something about it. But as a mage, nah, not really. When is it illegal to present your Xmas mug, you ask? I'd say that after the Americans have had their Thanksgiving. Okay, when is that? When is that? But, I mean, when is Thanksgiving? Is that late November? You know, I might be tempted to do my own Thanksgiving just to make that food they make on Thanksgiving. It sounds so good. Maybe not so much the stuffing, but the turkey and the mash and the vegetables. And do they have cornbread as well? That I might skip the cornbread. Internet says 24th. I don't know if I can wait that long. I mean, I guess I can forego the Christmas mood because we've got Dragonflight, and Dragonflight is not very Christmassy, so I'll be in Dragonflight mood till Christmas. Usually on a Thursday. 28th, 24th. I mean, we do have Pilgrim's Bounty soon, so it should be around this time. Pilgrim's Bounty is essentially WoW's Thanksgiving. Ow. This hurts. I'm squishy. Eee. Refreshments. Jesus. I don't know, 5 different color dragons. Like lots of colored Christmas lights, kind of Christmassy. Don't tell me that. I'm trying to find ways to avoid the Christmas mood. You're not helping. Two more miners. I should have... No, 2 more gold dust is what I'm missing. I should backtrack a little bit, I think. So I can find my way out of the mine before they all respawn. Do I... I don't exit on the other side, do I? I don't think so. So yes, I do need to shop a little bit. I wonder if I should shop for cheesecake today. I could potentially, if I'm going to the store anyway. I should also check, because sometimes they have cream cheese on sale, and it's typically better to buy it on sale because you need a lot of cream cheese for a cheesecake. It's a base ingredient. And I need good time to make it, because last time I made it, I didn't have time to let it sit in... I mean, you need to first let it sit in the oven for the oven to completely cool off. And then you want to put it in the fridge for it then to slowly cool down. And I didn't have time for that. I had to put it in the freezer. I needed to use it for a get together. So it cracked on top. Which is fine. You don't... I mean, cracks are fine. It was a small crack, but it still annoys you. You don't want a cracked cake. Okay, gold tools, you can keep your money. You can keep your candles. I don't want to get into candle business anyway. You okay? Bless you. She good. You woke me up this morning. Cat sneeze. Yeah, cat sneeze. You woke me up this morning. It was... First you woke me up. And then she couldn't really get comfortable because I couldn't get comfortable after she lay right on top of me. And then she left again. And I started to fall back asleep. And then I was sort of half in a dream. And she was meowing in the dream. Someone was meowing. And I finally wake up on the third meow. And she's right in front of my face. So she's jumped onto the bed, right by my pillow. And she's standing there just... Mom. 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 Wake up. And I didn't hear her at all. Okay, let me just turn in these quests. Level 7. Do I have the patience to get to level 10? I want to set this up. Belt. Robe. That's another robe. Is it still... Oh, we're blue again. Same robe, but blue. I don't like this blue. This is not a good cut for you. Mrs. She's hilarious. It is just... Scout through the Jesperlode mine. Visit with Maybell. That one is relatively fine. Let me get herbalism in the way, actually. Gathering professions. Herbalism. Train me in herbalism. Here we go. Are you leveling on classic? No. This is retail. This is retail. But I need this banker. I want a new banker. And I can't do much. I can't mount up. I can't transmog. Unless I get to level 10. So I need to get this character to level 10. And I need to do a lot of work with you know, laying my priest off and giving all her tasks to this new mage. And exchanging knowledge of the market and whatnot. She's just keeping you safe from the monster spiders you understand. God, no. I moved the bed. So the bed used to be on this side of the room where the shelf is now. And is now on this wall. So before it was facing the barn wall, which is super thin. It's cardboard, basically, and there's lots of holes in it, and that's where all the spiders were coming from. So I feel way safer in the corner over here, close to the fireplace, less spiders. I feel like I won't be ambushed. How many mounts do you have on your main? And what's your favorite? I have... That's pets. I have... total mounts 391. I don't really know about this character. It says 289, but that can't be right because I've got the achievement for 350. I'm pretty sure collections mounts. Yes, the 300 Lord of the Rings I've got. What's my favorite? These days, I would say my favorites come down to the Callow Flayed Wing. This one. From Shadowlands, I really adore this mount. And My spider mounts. My wishes war spiders. But either the Bloodfang Widow, this one, which I saved up for the longest time, or my war spider. This one. Or this one for Alliance, basically. This one is for Horde. That's probably... Can't be the wishes. That's, I think, are my favorite mounts at the moment. And they've been for a good old while. I'm also very fond of the Entoran Gloomhound. Especially for my Warlock. I love riding that one. It's like driving a really tall car. You can just see everything. You've got the overview of everything. I need to get the Entoran Charhound as well. I've been farming for that one for a while. I can't ride any on this character though, because she's only level 7. I like to have various mounts though, because they fit various characters. So obviously I am riding that Frost Brute Drake at the moment on my main. Not the Vanquisher. Why haven't I favorited this one? The Frostbrute Proto-Worm I'm using on my main at the moment because she's a Frost DK, and that makes sense. Okie dokie. William sent you a blessed soul. Love letter to Tom Joe someone. What's his face? Okay, we'll walk all the way over here with a love letter. I wonder what he says. Maybelle McClure to Tommy Joe Stonefield. I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome face. Please, take this letter and give it to Tommy Joe. He's usually at the river to the west of the Stonefield farm, which is due west of here. This is very much Shakespeare, isn't it? Romeo and Juliet. That one is a classic. There's so many games and TV shows and movies that have adopted that storyline. So I need to take out... Princess must die. Poor princess. What is this? Counter spell. Counts the enemy's spell cost. Preventing any spell from that school of magic. Okay, put that over there. Ow. The squishy mage. What? Okay, I thought I didn't loot everything. Here you go. Okay, level 8. 2 more levels. Arcane Intellect. Let's go. Infuses the target with brilliance. With brilliance. You are now smart. Increasing their intellect by 5%. Mages are so damn squishy. She is squishy. I mean, that's the only thing they've got going for. But to say, that's the only good thing about mages when you face them in PvP is that they're relatively squishy, but they've got so many heals. It's so annoying. Can't stand us being apart. Please, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybelle, she can. Have you guys ever heard of anybody around you experiencing this sort of love trouble where your family refuses, or your families refuses to let you see each other? Is this actually a real thing? Does this actually take place? It sounds so dramatic. In this day and age, does anybody... I guess there must be people being subjected to this kind of thing. Bet William Pestle has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Why do they need a potion? They're already in love. Mages can heal themselves in well, in PvP they've got that ice block thing where they then fully heal themselves, and you've also got, I think there was an ability where they heal themselves halfway up or something. My favorites are Obsidian Worldbreaker, Lucid Nightmare, Drake of the Northwind, Phosphorescent Stone Drake, and Priestess's Moonsaber. You've got great taste. I agree with you. A lot. The Obsidian Worldbreaker is definitely also on my list, because this is probably the most well-made mount they've got, in my opinion. It's glorious. It's fantastic. I don't know if anything will ever top that. The Lucid Nightmare has been a long-time favorite of mine as well. I was the happiest little bean when I got it. And it was such a fun quest line to go through. It was such a fun secret to solve. Especially that puzzle by the end. I had such a great time. It felt very satisfying to get as well. And then all the Drakes of the Winds I love as well. You've got the East Wind, the North Wind, the South Wind, and the Four Winds. I think I prefer the South Wind, but that's just because I like that color spectrum, the sort of slightly purplish color. The last one is the one you get from Ishak, which is very silvery. I quite like that one as well. I need to get Ishak down at one point. But he's very much like the North Wind. It's just a tad browner, darker grey, and he's more silver. And then the Phosphorescent Stone Drake, I don't have. You've been really lucky with that one. You've taken down Aeonax, so I would love that one too if I was you. I don't have the Priestess's Moonsaber, and I want to work on it, but it's such a hassle to do these days because you have to grind those service medals, which means you want to go through the Assault of Darkshore and Arathi Highlands, and that takes such a long time these days because it's just not properly tuned to our current levels. And you still need to be 5 people, I think. And if you are 5 people, you still need to get the same amount of resources, and it just takes forever. A while ago, my sister was dating some guy 30 years her senior. My parents forbade her seeing him. Yeah, I understand your parents. That's a little bit complicated. That one. That one is, he was 21 at the time. I mean, in showbiz, it is far from unusual, but I completely understand your parents. I really do. I wonder though, back in the old days, in medieval times, wasn't it pretty unusual for 40 or 30-year-olds to marry 18-year-olds? Or is that only in fairy tales? No, that must have been a thing. It must have been a thing in medieval times. So I guess it's not from I need a cookie. From a human brain perspective, it makes sense. She's 44 now. She's married. And not so nice sounding dude in his late 50s. How was the other guy like? Was he better? Maybe they should have let her see him instead. Okay, I need crystal kelp, apparently, from these murlocs. Who's down for visiting the Shah of Anger today? Just 2 more. Give it. It's weird seeing these murlocs now that I've seen that giant murloc mount. Has any of you guys gotten that one yet? A couple of my inventory is full. Oh no! No! A couple of my raid buddies had it last night, and they were talking a lot about it. They were discussing whether one should get it or not, because 12 months is a lot. Fortunately for me, bags are full, yeah, that's fine. Fortunately for me, there's not really, except for the bunny mount. I would probably want the bunny mount, but that one should come around for the 6-month subscription special offer. The others I don't really need. I think the beetle is cute, but I would never ride this. I would never ride this Godzilla of a murloc. So we're good. Yeah, see, I like this. This one's actually really... I'm the type of person who will say insects are cute. I think he's cute. He's fabulous with his little golden armor and his decorations. But I don't want to pay $100 for it. It shouldn't take long. Jay said I don't get along with him. I don't want to get along with him. The other fellow was just old. Liked music, had a daughter her age. Kind of weird. Yeah, I get that. Blocks are cute. Not that giant spider that assaulted me almost in my bed. Inventory is full. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go. Mister, I'm gonna go empty it. Mr. Bartender, I would like to... Oh, what is this? I haven't collected this appearance. There must be a lot I haven't collected. Here we go. And that, and that, and that. I don't need a pumpkin. Need my cookies. That, and that. There we go. Nostalgia vibes from Goldshire, right? I really like coming to Goldshire. Goldshire and Westfall are always very nostalgic for me. Okay, then we walk all the way back. This lady is really getting her exercise in from all that walking. The grandpa of a good friend of mine remarried after his wife died. He was 71 and she's 22. Are married now for about 13 years. I mean, if they are in love, honestly, at this point in time, we should be used to unusual things. I thought that was a giant mob I'd never seen before. It's just a windmill. I mean, in times when gender barriers are being broken down, when identity is such a big topic of discussion, I mean... I am of the perception and the belief that it's people's lives. Everybody makes mistakes, but everybody needs to learn from their mistakes if they are indeed mistakes. And we all experiment. We all experiment. We all want to try new things. We all follow our hearts. Even though we got brains, they get overridden sometimes by our hearts. I'm just, if it doesn't hurt me, I can get worried. If it was my brother, for instance, who was marrying someone who's 50 years his senior, I would be worried. I would be really worried. For people I don't know, it's fine. It's a tough one, isn't it? I have a story for Phosphorescent Stone Drake. Back in the middle of BFA, when I came back to retail after I quit in Wrath of the Lich King, I was exploring the map and I saw Deep Home. And I thought, that looks interesting. I went there. First thing I saw was an elite or rare. Don't remember. Killed it. Got mount. I almost decided to not kill it. And also one of my first mounts BFA when I came back. It must have been a rare. I'm pretty sure that Anax is a rare. That's a pretty good story. Your luck was incredible that no one else was around to steal him from you. That's a really good story. I talked to my friend about about setting up a couple of characters on Dead Realms, basically, to camp for the Time Lost Proto-Drake and for Aeonax, because neither of us have any of those two. So that'd be a downtime activity. I don't know if we've got enough time. I don't think I've got enough downtime. I actually don't appreciate the the fact that we soon have a new expansion. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. I haven't farmed enough. I haven't leveled enough characters. Stop it. Would be funny if the family thought the grandpa should have married someone younger. If 22's too old for grandpa, I think we have to call the authorities. Yes. Yes. Damn. It takes up, I mean, never mind the male part of this situation. It's more surprising with the female part. I mean, you don't hear of that many young women that are attracted to men that age. That's pretty rare. Here goes nothing. What is she doing? Did she just vanish? I should have read the quest text. Now I'm curious. I thought only I am attracted to men that age in the world. Just kidding. I mean, it happens, as we see, but that's pretty unusual. That's a more unusual thing, I think. Getting attracted to someone that's younger, from a male perspective, is really not unusual at all. It's pretty usual, in fact. But the other way around, I would say, is pretty unusual. It's the topic of conversation for years. It must have been. It takes a good while for such a topic to become less interesting to talk about. Okay, one more level. Bring the pork belly pie to Billy. Okay, slow fall. I've got a slow fall now. I'm also starting to get hungry. I wish I had a sandwich because there's hardly anything interesting to eat in the cupboards these days. And I tend to be a little bit lazy with my lunch. I'm hungry, but it's just I eat because I know I need to, because that's a bodily, like, to function. I need to eat something, but it's such a hassle. It takes time to prepare food. I wish I just had, I don't know, one of those sandwiches we have at work. Just chow down on that one. Here you go. I was playing near the Fargo Deep Mine. I think I dropped, I saw the old lady's necklace. Don't ask me how I got there. It was okay, I'll go find it. He's older than her grandparents. I mean, it's been 13 years now, so I'm assuming they've stopped talking about it, yeah? I'm assuming that topic has sort of grown cold. Oh, so Goldtooth has got it. Ooh. I'm going to tag you. Get over here. Get back here. Don't attack that poor other mage, or what he was. It's actually quite unusual for me to make a human. And I don't have any other human. Oh, I've got Tetsu, that human character, but he's just holding on to the name. And back we go. The only thing about questing in Elwyn Forest is the fact that you get one quest and then you run to the other side of the map, and then you get one quest and you run to the other end of the map. It takes a while. So Just lots of sprinting back and forth. I wish you could get experience from sprinting. I'm currently thinking again about that new character I wanted to make. I think I might make a warlock. I've got warlock on my brain. Why don't you use the heirloom mount? Because I can't. I don't have it. I don't have the heirloom rings that you get. I bet you get those from Stranglethorn Vale. So I don't have them out. He was a family friend and she helped him with his sick wife. And she fell in love with him. She pushed the relationship to the next level. Well, I will say if that's what happened, then again, this is a free world. She loves him. He loves her. There's nothing really we can say to that, do about that. Okay, I would love... Okay, where should I go? Further concerns. Or should I go to... I could go to Westfall. You get a bunch of quests in the beginning in Westfall, don't you? I think you do. Be faster than running all the way back to just below mine. I think that's what I'll do. Get off my butt. Get away from me. Starting kobolds. Maybe I should just kill kobolds until I level up. Here we go. Cookies. Because I'm squishy. It's been a while since I've had to sit down this often to eat as a new character. It's been a really, really long time since I've been this squishy. Especially in retail. I really need to look into my transportation for going back to my apartment. Because I live where I do. Your options are... Oh dear, what is... Oh, what is this? Is that a gnoll? He looks completely... I remember they got an overhaul. I don't recognize you. Are you alright? I can't get over this. They're so spotty. They're so cheetah-y. Is that what they were supposed to look like from the beginning? I am mind blown. This feels like an entirely new game. They're so high resolution, and then you've got these boars that just never got an update. What made the gnolls qualified to get an update? What did they do? What did they do? Did they apply? Did a board approve? I'm so confused. Noel's gonna be in the new zones allegedly. Oh, that's what. That's why. I see. That made them qualified to get an update, even back in Elwyn Forest. They seem a little bit out of place. Is that just me? Because everything is so pointy here. Which I hope they never change. This is so nostalgic. Don't ever change these ugly trees, please. It's amazing. I farmed once, but that was a long time ago. Prefer a good battle, don't you? No. Go back to your farm. Here's Blanchy. Poor old Blanchy. Poor old Blanchy. We reunite in Shadowlands. Did you see who killed it? No. You can get a copper, that's fine. They won a game. of a radio station for the biggest age gap. You can look them up on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Damn. That's something. So they got a noble hole. Yes. Dude. I gave you money. Rude. What about you? Listen, lady. I don't want any trouble. I didn't see who murdered him, but I sure heard it. A lot of yelling. Human voices. You dig? Dig where? Where should I dig? Didn't see who killed him, but I got a whiff. Smelled rich. Kinda like you. Damn shame, too. Fell bros were a fixture around here. Nice people, always willing to share a meal or a patch of dirt. That is a shame, actually. I wonder why they exactly were killed. King Varian Rin, that's who. Is he still around? We need one more. Nope. Transient. Jackpot. Looks like I found us a savory and clean piece of dirt. Tonight we eat like kings, Mr. Penguin. Of course I'll share it with you. You're my best friend. Drifter. They were called something else, weren't they? Homeless Stormwind Citizen. Maybe they're more likely. Yeah, they are. Looks like it. I just solved something. Saw them with my own 2 eyes. Think they've been casing the joint for days, maybe months. What shall we do? The River Paul, no clue. We'll do that one. I thought coughing was completely over. I haven't coughed for the longest time. Okay, here we go. Let's take a closer look at these new models of gnolls. They're much taller. I can't get over this. Beat him with a stick. Come on. Not very good. That's not very good stick beating. Because there's a reason why you're a mage, not a warrior. Wish I had a dot of sorts, because you have to use an entire ability to get him down that last 2%. I mean, I'm not having a bad time exactly. I don't actually mind playing mage. It's fine at this point. I think I still prefer warlock though. I definitely prefer warlock. Because you also got your big blueberry, and he's really useful for these encounters. Get away from me. I need cookies. New mount models are also allegedly in the journal. Oh, they are? Oh no, I need to have a look. Could be anything, really. Dragonflight? No. Tangled Dreamweaver. I will soon get. But that's neat. You've got the not the old sets. We've got the new sets. You've got the new mounts. You must have the old, I don't know why I want to keep saying old. I'm tired at this point. I'm hungry. Brain is stopping functioning. We're having a breakdown. You level 60 yet? Getting Almost there. Getting close. It's kind of slow. Do you not? Why don't I have the Winds of Wisdom? Do you not get that until level 10? That's actually surprising. Open the filter options you can choose. Only DF. Oh. Oh, wow. Highland Drake. A new friend. Renewed Proto Drake. Wow. A sewer skitterfly. Oh, it's an otter. I love these. These are adorable. Oh, goodness. I can't get over this. Oh, my God. It's adorable. I love them. These are pretty cool, too, actually. I quite like these. Like a new horse kind of thing. Sapphire Walk-in. Got a lot of those. We've got the Dreamweaver. Telix the Stormhorn. So there's only a few of them, actually. But I love these otters. They are the best things in sliced bread. I know I haven't gone down to take the Murloc clue. I was hoping that this and then the Stormwind quest would bring me to level 10. Let's see here. Yeah, it should. It should. I'm going back. I want to finish this today. So let's run back to Goldshire. I had a farm once. Yes, I know that. I don't want to battle you. I'm a peaceful citizen. I'm a banker. Not a battler. I didn't even discover that. That filter setting. I haven't looked enough at these. Painkillers are doing their job, though. I don't feel like I'm dying anymore. My ribs are a lot better. It's really, really good. It's getting better day by day. I told my mom about this weird experience with the doctor who's like, "Poke, is it here?" No, not really. Well, I guess something. It's the weirdest thing. I need to stop talking. I'll get some chamomile tea. It's the tea. I don't have the tea with me. So, today is a Thursday. What's on your guys' schedule for the day? Do you have anything planned? Do you have to go into work? Are you at work? Or is it a day off? Whoops. I'm just taking a bit of a talking break. I gotta take down the Halloween decorations. A sad, sad day. I like the Highland one the most. I'm excited for the appearance options of these. Highland one. Highland. This one? That is a good looking dragon. It's a very Nordic looking dragon, I would say. I'm excited to see. I mean, are these the four options you get? Like a wyvern type, a proto-tribe, and a velocidrake. Excuse me. I don't like this. I think these are the base models. Okay. Well, then I'm definitely also most excited about the Highland one. The other ones aren't really me. I definitely not this one. I like the Highland one. I like the Proto-Drakes. I generally like Proto-Drakes, so these I don't know. I don't like the Velociraptors. Their flying is weird. It has 6 limbs. It's not a dragon, but a bug. Does it have 6 limbs? There's definitely a toad in my throat this morning. It must have gotten in there while I slept. Let's go back to Stormwind. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop until I get to Stormwind. It's very much it's very bird-like, isn't it? This model. I'm getting myself a cough drop because this is getting annoying. I'm trying to cough up a rip. I wish. That should help. Wyvern ones are my second favorite than Proto-Drake. I've always had an affinity for Proto-Drakes. I don't know. They're very dinosaur-y, and I really like dinosaurs. So that might be why. The Velociraptor is weird. Maybe you can customize it to look better than the base model does. Because the base model is very interesting in terms of like the beard and the horns and this spike at the nose. It's a lot to take in, and the long ears, God forbid. Looks like a a goblin that's been transformed into a dragon. Here we go. And yay! Finally, now I can ride and turn people into sheep. Okay. So, I need to learn riding first. But we'll get there. Specialization though. Arcane Surge, Arcane Missiles. What should she be? What are you? You're arcane. You're definitely arcane. Oh, that was big. I'm not gonna level further. This will be it. This will be it. Magic Barrier. Arcane Blast. This is probably it for now. So now, next thing is to go and get transmogged. Lord Ceres, good morning. Sorry, I've got a bit of a toad in my throat. How are you doing? I was wondering who was sashaying like this. Of course it's a void elf. Alright. Gotta send over some coin. But maybe you want to cough too. Well, isn't it nice? Okay, so this character will send her some coin. She's the bank. Oh, she's going to be coughing up her money soon anyway. Okay, so what's the name? My new character, I forgot the name. You can get 200. No, 500 gold. So you can mount up as well. There we go. I'm enjoying the benefits of home office and just woke up. Oh, that's lovely. That sounds really lovely. I actually got not a job offer, but a job opportunity yesterday in email. There's a remote job. Apparently fits my profile of this recruiting company, and one could consider it, but now I just got another offer, so better offer. I feel we've got a cold and a bad cough for almost 2 weeks now. I am the cold is gone, but I don't know why stuff is still stuck in my throat a little bit. I feel completely fine now. There's just a little bit of a cough left over, but there was also apparently one of my mom's co-workers had been coughing for 2 weeks as well. It just kept holding on. So whatever is in the air, whatever ailment people are running around with at the moment, it hangs on for a good old while. Okay. So yeah, so don't worry about me anymore. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling completely fine. Oh, this could be a good one actually. The Ascended Sky Main. What else we got? She could be running around in a frog. That would actually be really nice. I wouldn't mind that. Rune Stag. It's also a good one. Autumn Moths are also a good one, but she's not flying at the moment. We need a ground mount. Well, I need the yak for sure. Over here. Transmog. Mr. Jigglesworth. A donkey. Melee, the Wanderer, is also a good one. No. I'll go with the frog. The frog is a good one. Okay. And then transmog. Let's see what we can do. Nothing! Because it's white. Oh, God. You know what? Never mind. You can keep your ugly blue dress. It's fine. What can I do? I guess I should buy a really cheap green dress. What have we got? Armor, cloth, chest, search. The cheapest is Dusk Woven Tunic of the Fire Flash. And what does that look like? You know what? That's actually a decent transmog as well. 11 gold. The legendary is as cheap as this 11 gold transmog. There's so much cloth transmog I need as well. Okay, let's just get this. Is there anything else that's interesting? Shadow Council Tunic of the Quick Blade. Waterfall Robe of the Harmonious. I have. Elementalist Tunic of the Aurora. Crimson Silk Vest. Oh dear, that's interesting. Sewer Silk Vest. No. Got some really good ones here. Night Sky Armor. Am I getting distracted potentially? Ooh, that's a good one. 190. Tuxedo jacket. See, now we're talking. Now we got the robes. Elder's robes of the Aurora. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Scholarly robes. I could spend a lot of gold on this, I realized just now. Windfall Tunic of the Aurora. Wow. Some people have got very interesting style here. Crafted Dreadful Gladiator Satin Robe. That looks like something out of Mists of Pandaria. Night Sky Robe. Okay, well, there's nothing here that's sort of speaking to me, unfortunately. Should have some good stuff then. Okay, so I just bought something cheap. I should be able to transmog that. But I can't wear it. Oh, no. You know what? I give up. You need to be level 55 to be able to use this level 4 item for transmog. Well, I'll send this over anyway to my priest, so she can at least use it for transmog. This is painful. Oh no. The world just doesn't want me to be able to transmog anything for this character. I mean, it could be worse. I need to do something about it though. I can't have a character that's not transmogged. It goes against everything I believe. I can't. Post the priest. This item can only be used by a mage. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. It's fine. It can be used. I'm fine. Nobody wants to buy my diamond hammer. I wonder why that is. It's supposedly pretty rare. Alright, where did the robe go? There. Fine. I give up. I give up. I'm hungry. I need to eat. Have you tried the solo shuffle now with the rating? I haven't. I've taken a break from arenas at this point in time. I might get back to it at some point. Or I will get back to it in Dragonflight because we need them out. my raiding buddy and I've got that hammer appearance. It's the most common rare item. Maybe I should try and sell it for less than 2,000 gold. I need to look into that. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me. I have had a blast this morning. I will be back on Saturday afternoon with another stream. Yeah, with a good weekend stream, actually. So that'll be really good. Thank you so much for joining me all these days in a row. It's been amazing. I'm going to continue this as much as I can. If you don't already know, check out the YouTube and my Twitter if you feel like it. I'm gonna go and drink some tea. Have a great Thursday. Look after yourselves and look after each other. Bye.